Good morning, sir.
गुड मॉर्निंग माँ गुड मॉर्निंग हाँ हो गया ना इट्स विजिबल माँ वीडियो विजिबल
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
अच्छा
Yes, sir.
but I am not able to see me you people are watching me let me check it yeah. ये तो ठीक है pin everything is there दिव्येंद्र जी की बोलिए थोड़ा we'll start ma we will start the class just okay almost yesterday I discussed about the Newton's laws first and second law okay today we will be continuing with circular motion, that is a banging of road, all the thing, and then I come to one more topic, very important thing. No, video I just I only did because some no, it's not showing. They are watching, students are watching. They are watching. Yes, now it is audible also. Okay, everything is perfect now. All are able to watch.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
so what we are going to do, yes, so good morning to all of you. Let us start the revision. So first I'm going to discuss about the circular motion example only, because circular motion we are not discussing here. That example is nothing but banking of road, level road. Okay, so in general I am giving some idea about that. It is an example for circular motion. Okay. See, I think the first derivation I am not going to focus. I want to focus on the concept only. Suppose you have, this is the what you call level road. So level road, what is the meaning? Suppose this is inner edge. This is outer edge. Okay. So now this is inner edge, outer edge. If the two levels are equal, we say level road. Level road. So what is the concept here? Whenever the object is in circular motion, centripetal force must act. So which one is centripetal force? Which one provides centripetal force? That we have to focus. So when you go by vehicle and you are going to make the turn, so when they make the turn, definitely without centripetal force, you are not able to make the turn. So now you focus on the level road. What is level road? Inner and outer edge of the road are in the same level. Many places, if you see, level road only. Okay? Yes. Suppose the vehicle is here. This is the vehicle. Now it is moving with some speed. So with some speed here, V. So suppose you can take, this is the, okay. So now this you can take it R. Okay, when you make this is the arc, no? This is like arc. Then you complete the circular path. So what is the radius of that path? R. What is the V? The speed with which the vehicle makes the turn, V. Okay. Now this is the level road. When it is the level road, what will happen? Suppose here mg is acting. Okay, so here what will happen? Normal reaction N or R. Sometimes R will be used, so don't bother. I think mostly you are used N only for normal reaction. Okay, yes. So now you want the what? force. So here, what is the centripetal force? Centripetal force equal to mv squared by r. What is m? Mass of the vehicle. What is the v? Speed with which it makes the turn. R, radius. Okay. Now this is the centripetal force. Which one provides this centripetal force? You have to see. Which one provides centripetal? What is the meaning? I tell you, centripetal force is not a new force, already existing one. Suppose the electron revolves around the, yes, around the nucleus. Which one provides centripetal force?
Nuclear charge.
No, ma. There must be a force. Name the force.
The force of attraction of nucleus.
Electrostatic force. Electrostatic force. Okay. Yes. Now suppose here you take the planets revolving around the sun. Which one provides centripetal force? The earth revolves around the sun. Gravitational force. Some people audio very low. Okay, anyway. What? Positive charge? No, no, ma. Positive. Actually, this is force I am asking. So, electrostatic force. Here, this one. Suppose a stone is tied to the end of the string and revolved in the horizontal circle. Which one provides centripetal force?
The tension in the string.
Very good. Tension in the string. Tension in the string. Okay. Similarly, when the vehicle makes the turn, someone should provide centripetal force. If it is level road, which one?
Friction.
Friction. So friction, what is the formula? Mu into N. It is the level road, so automatically normal reaction equal to mg. So mu mg. This is what? Friction. This is what? Centripetal force. So the centripetal force. So what you say? This friction must be greater than equal to centripetal force. It is visible? Yes. So whatever friction, here what is friction? Mu mg greater than equal to mv squared by r. So m is cancelled. So what you are getting? Mu rg greater than equal to v square. V square. Now what you want? V greater than equal to v square. So then what is the maximum that we can have? So we can have maximum. This is the maximum. Because if you see v less than equal to, so equal will be maximum. So square root of mu r g. Okay, this formula already derived. Okay, already you got it. You are knowing. Yes. What I'm asking, this here, what is the maximum speed? The maximum speed depends on the mu. What is mu? The nature of the surfaces and the
Coefficient of friction.
Yes, it is a coefficient of friction. The coefficient of friction is what? Nature of the two surfaces. What are the two surfaces you have? One is road surface, another one surface of the what?
Tire.
Of the vehicle. Mostly what we use? Rubber. Now, let us go to detail my concept. So the rubber and concrete, stone. So that depends on, that is called, we say mu, no? Coefficient of friction. Okay, in general. Okay. Another one R. That's why when you go by vehicle, suppose if the road curvature is more, if you make long turn, comfortably you make the turn. But if you make short distant turn, then what will happen? You have to reduce the V because R is less, then V should be less. So this is the limiting maximum speed with which you can make the turn without skidding. Gauri is there. Yesterday she asking doubts about this. Gauri or Gauri?
Yes, sir.
You are attending. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. So now this is the case. But what is the drawback in this case? In this case, suppose due to rain or oil spread on the road surface, what will happen? Which factor will be affected? You tell me.
Mu.
Mu.
R is fixed, gravity also nearby fixed, so automatically the mu. What about mu? Reduced. The friction is reduced. So when the friction is reduced, automatically the V should be reduced. Already you have seen the speed limit is suppose 40 km/h. Due to rain or oil, you cannot go with the same speed. So what is required? You have to reduce the speed. So you cannot do like that because already display board is there 40 km/h. So you go with that only. So in that case, what happened? You may not be able to balance it. So the vehicle will get skidding. I think it's clear now. So the level road, this is the problem we are facing. That's why we go for another one. What is that? Banked road. I think the concept is very clear. Another one I
Yes, sir.
V squared equal to mu or G. This is one for numerical I am telling. Instead of V, sometimes what we use? V equal to R omega. So R omega squared mu or G. What is omega? What is omega? Angular speed.
Angular velocity.
Angular velocity, ma. Okay, angular velocity. Angular speed. Angular frequency. Omega equal to 2 pi f. So related to that question also they can ask. Suppose one circular disc is there. The object is placed at what distance so that without skidding it can rotate. All the things they can ask you. Okay, so these two formula you remember. This is the basic. V can be replaced by R omega and then you can solve the question. Okay, this is one. Now the next one. Yes, what is the drawback here? The friction is not reliable. The friction is not reliable. You cannot rely only on the friction. That's why we are going for banking of road. Banking of road. So what is banking of road? Suppose you have that. Okay, here you see level. Now the road, you see there is a elevation in the road. So this is inner edge. This is outer edge. Inner edge, outer edge. Now you keep the vehicle here. The vehicle is here. So now what will happen? So I think this part already yesterday also I discussed. The mass of the vehicle is suppose m. So here what you have? mg. Here normal reaction n. So this is theta because this is theta. So this must be theta. This is what? N cos theta. This is what? N sin theta. Up to this is clear because two quantity will be resolved into two components. One is normal reaction where inclined. So mg always vertically downward. So now, what about normal reaction? Normal reaction always normal to the surface. The surface is inclined. So this is normal. Suppose surface is horizontal. This is normal. Nobody will have the doubt about normal. What is normal? Normal, always normal to perpendicular to the surface. The surface is horizontal, vertical, whatever, inclined. Okay, that. mg always vertically down. How it is theta? Yesterday I already proved. Okay, now n is resolved into two components. First part is over. I think Subhashini asked this doubt also about this actual concept and derivation. Even the other students also may be having the doubt. Please watch clearly now. Yes. Suppose now you see here it is going with the speed v. What is the radius? Suppose you can take it r. Okay, these are a story already you are knowing. Now this is one factor. Another factor what you have? Friction. Definitely there is a friction. So where the friction always between the surface, this is the vehicle, this is the road, and you have that. So here friction, small f. Now this is theta. So you draw the parallel line. So what is this value? Theta. So this will be f cos theta. This will be f sin theta. Don't get confused with the symbol. N I am using for normal reaction. F I am using for friction. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
oh.
Yes, sir.
Any doubt you ask me also, please. So what is banking of road? Listen to the definition. The outer edge of the road is raised than inner edge. The outer edge of the road is raised than inner edge. That is called banking of road. The angle through which the surface is inclined, no, that is called angle of banking. So what is theta? Angle of banking. Audio is clear, ma? Some disturbance I am getting.
No, sir, everything fine.
Fine. Okay, good. Okay, maybe here only. Okay. So that is what? Theta. Now you have normal reaction resolved into two components. Always I tell you adjacent to theta cos, opposite to theta sine. So similarly for friction also vector quantity. Friction is nothing but frictional force, no? So two component. Okay, then now this is over. Now directly we'll go for mathematical application. So towards center, what are the things acting? N sine theta is acting, F cos theta is acting. No other force, I think. Okay. So sum of these two provide centripetal force. You see that? N sine theta plus F cos theta provides centripetal force. Previous case what? Directly only friction provides centripetal force. But now which one acts towards center? These two components. Sum of these two, both normal, that is theta and F. Previous one only friction was there. Now the angle of banking also provides centripetal force. Very interesting result. So naturally your speed can be increased because additional factor is involved. Okay. So second one, here what is acting? Mg. F sine theta, vertically down. Vertically up, what you have? N cos theta. Once resolved into two components, please don't take N, F. Already removed. You remove F, remove N. Because now you talk about components. Yes. So, N cos theta equal to F sine theta plus Mg. N cos theta minus F sine theta equal to Mg. Clear now? These two equations are clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What about Subhashini? Can I get response?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Wherever doubt, please you stop me so that I can help you people. Okay. Yes. Now, simple mathematics. 1 by 2. 1 by 2, what you have? N sine theta plus F cos theta divided by N cos theta minus F sine theta equal to right side. Mv squared by R. Here, Mg. M cancel. Something missing? R, no? Mv squared by R. Okay. So what you have here? V squared by Rg. Visible? Yes. Next step, just I am telling how to do so that you can complete the derivation. Left side, on LHS multiply by N cos theta. Okay? Multiply by N cos theta. Numerator as well as denominator. Numerator also, otherwise what? Simple. Multiply and divide by. Multiply, I will take like that. Multiply and divide by N cos theta. Both are same meaning. So here, N cos theta means N cancel. What you have? Tan theta. Sine by cos. Directly I am writing. If you have problem, you can ask me. Okay? So I will be doing here. So first term, N cos, N cancel. So you have tan theta. Here, N cos theta means cos theta cancel. So F by N. Here, N cos theta cancel. So 1. F by N. F by N, sine by cos tan. So F by N tan theta. That's all. Equal to V squared by. Yes, that's all. What to do now? What is F by N?
F equals to mu n.
Mu n. So F by N equal to mu. Yes, mu. So finally what you are getting, tan theta plus mu upon 1 minus mu tan theta equal to V squared by RG. Bas, that's all. Okay, what do you want? V. So remaining all the factors, you see that. The centripetal force is provided by what? Mu. Mu means friction and theta. So here both are involved. Friction as well as what? Banking of road. That's why in the banking of road, you can go with a higher speed. The vehicle will not get skid. Comparatively, I'm talking. So where you can have the banking of road, you have seen banking of road?
Yes, sir.
Yes. When you move from Rawalpata to Kota, many places you can see that. Banking of road. That's why you are able to balance. Sometimes if you look the road, you feel little having fear also. But because of this arrangement means you know that. Yes. So we are able to do it. Is it clear now? Okay. So this is the maximum. V you will get. I'm not changing the format. Okay, V. 2 formula you got it. I will. Anybody having doubt in derivation? You ask me. Already almost 20 minutes over.
No doubt, sir.
No doubt. Okay. So I will discuss with the formula directly. Yes. So 2 things you remember. Yes. So one is what? First formula V equal to square root of mu R G. The second formula V equal to RG tan theta plus mu upon 1 minus mu tan theta. Okay, square root. Because V square, so V. Here what will happen? Here what you have? Only friction. Here you have both friction as well as banking of road. Both are involved for centripetal force. Naturally, you can go with the maximum. So where you can have maximum, the optimum speed is maximum in this case only. Now suppose in this case, you remove the friction. It's a condition, no? Anyway, there is a friction, no doubt at all. Suppose no friction, mu equal to 0. Mu equal to 0, this will be cancelled term. Mu equal to 0, this will be cancelled. So within the bracket, what you have? Only tan theta. So V equal to square root of RG tan theta. That's all. In this case, what happened? Only banking of road. That's all. I think this, see, numerically is concerned, no, there is no difficulty numerically, especially with this example, circular motion example. You see the question, accordingly you select the formula. Okay, where you can have maximum here, 2, equation number 2. If it is level road, this one. Now in banking of road, where you will get minimum square root of RG tan theta. The question is, because you may have confusion with these 2 formula. Now you want to find out the optimum speed with which vehicle can make the turn. What? To avoid wear and tear of the tires of the vehicle. Suppose to avoid wear and tear of the tires of the vehicle means which formula you will select? You tell me. I will make it 1, 2, 3. Yes, example I tell ma, circular motion, you can do it, no more. Circular motion already I told many things. Okay, here we focus only on this case. Okay, we can discuss later also, no problem. Let be. Out of 2, which one you tell me? Once again, I am repeating the question. Yes. Repeat, ma.
Third one.
Third one.
Third one. I think somebody's voice was a little low or a little confusion for me. No problem. So third one. Because why the tires of the, yes, RG tan theta, Pravit Singh. Pravit Singh only asked the doubt about one block over another in case of friction, I think. Correct, no? Is it correct? I got message from you only. Okay, I'm going to do my next. Definitely, I will do. Now 25 minutes over. I will do that part. Very important. But in our regular book, it is not there. But competitive exam point of view and concept based, it is very interesting. I will discuss that 1 or 2 questions definitely. Okay. Next, I will do that part only. Yes. Because friction only. Because of friction, it damage the tires. You go on run the vehicle. What will happen? Go on, what will happen? There is a friction. Because of that, what happened? The tires, no, gets what you call damage. So to avoid that means without friction, you have to take the formula. That is the only thing remaining. There is no problem. Numerical is concerned very simple. One more I told here. V, if you want, you can change it to R omega. Depends on the question. Depends on the question. With the what distance the object can rotate, so that it will not skid. So R you can do. Or what will be the angular speed for that? Omega you can find out. Okay, so these are the things. So that's why I'm not going with a specific question. Okay, in general, I explained to you. Now I'm going to focus on the friction. Friction basic, I don't want to discuss. Okay, yes. Now directly I will discuss with the block on block. Before that, some point I want to discuss. Some point about the friction, basic, that only. Still you feel, you send your doubts, nothing, okay? Wherever possible way, I will do it. Because next the other teacher will continue the chapter. I think already work energy power started, I think most probably. Okay. Now when you talk of, yes. So, because even here also, no, the friction between chalk and board is more than only this visibility is there. Okay, when the friction is reduced, we are not getting. So friction helps. At the same time, what happened? The tires of the vehicle gets damaged. So friction, because of friction, damage also there. That's why what do you say about friction? Friction is
Required,
A friend
sir.
and a foe.
Friend and foe.
that's why what we said is necessary evil. You cannot avoid. Some case advantage, some case disadvantage. That's why in general we say that. Okay, anyway. So friction, and just with directly I tell you, here we have static, another one kinetic. In the static, what are the possible value? Kinetic you have sliding, another one rolling. Okay, I'm not going through the theory in detail. Okay, now I want to discuss with one graph. Suppose here applied force, here friction. What do you have? It will come like that. Okay, all are knowing this graph?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 0. What is this value? Tell me, suppose this is O, 0 I'm putting. Here A, here B, C. What is A, you tell me?
Mu S.
What is that? What is that? A?
Static friction.
Specific.
So it is the maximum, sorry, it is the minimum force that is to be applied to make it move.
Okay, still I'm not getting. What is BC? Can you understand? See, the friction goes on increasing, reaches maximum. After that, slightly reduced, and then it becomes
Maximum.
almost. No, ma. I want two things. Okay, OA is one, BC is another one. What is OA? What is BC?
Sir, BC is the friction after it has started moving. That
What is that? Name the friction.
kinetic
Name the
friction.
Kinetic friction. So this is kinetic. What is OA?
Static.
O is the friction because before moving.
Yes.
Static friction.
Static. My question is, what is A? Specify.
Maximum value till which the object doesn't move.
When object is just about to move.
Okay, all the definition, everything is correct. Specify one word answer.
Static
Maximum friction.
Limiting friction.
Maximum
Give me the name.
static friction.
Yes, yes, that answer is correct. Limiting friction. Who told? Limiting friction answer is exactly correct. Edwin or somebody else? Okay. Now audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So limiting friction. You tell me, what is the range of static friction values?
0 to limiting friction.
That's all. So static friction can have 0 to limiting friction. So maximum value of static friction is called the limiting friction. Once you cross the limiting friction, just it starts moving. Once the body starts moving, the friction is reduced. You see that? Here maximum, but once it starts moving, the friction is reduced. That's why kinetic friction. You might have experienced it. Suppose you are not driving the vehicle. I'm talking about two-wheeler. Okay, suppose due to some mechanism failure, something you are not able to run it properly. So what will happen? You may be dragging. Some of you might have experienced whether it is a scooty or anything two-wheeler. So initially, what happened when you just simply drag it? What will happen? Initially, you find difficult. Once it starts moving means again continuously you are dragging only. Now you feel little comfortable. You are able to understand the difference?
Yes, sir.
Yes, when you are dragging, what will happen? Initially, you have to spend more force. Once it starts moving, means mechanically I'm talking. So what will happen? You feel comfortable because now the static friction converted into kinetic friction. So that's why in static friction, the maximum value is limiting friction. That's why whenever the body is at rest, when there is no relative motion, please all of you note this for numerical, next numerical is required. No relative motion. Which friction will act?
Static friction.
Static friction. Please, no, without any doubt you write.
Kinetic.
Without any doubt you write. Write the right. No relative motion. No relative motion means what? Sometimes they may be moving like that. That's not a problem. This is not a relative motion. Relative motion means one over another. They have to move like that. Okay? Whenever no relative motion, both move together. What do you say? Static friction. No relative motion. Relative motion. Move separately. Visible? Yes. Separately. Spelling check. Relative motion. Relative motion means one move with respect to another. So, kinetic friction. Try to understand. As long as no relative motion, static friction will act. So, what is the maximum limiting friction? Maximum static friction? Limiting friction. That's all. So, I will go to the question, actual question. One body over another. Any doubt you have? Anybody? What is the basic formula? F equal to mu into N. Okay, mu is the friction, depends on the case, whether it is a static or kinetic, whatever that. What is N? Depends on the case. If it is horizontal surface, mg. If it is inclined,
mg cos theta.
Yes, that was the last question I asked you yesterday. Mg cos theta, that's all. You can have mg or mg cos theta. Very simple. Horizontal surface, exactly mg. Normal reaction is mg. I think you'll understand what I'm talking, no? Suppose this is the body. So here mg. What is the normal reaction? N equal to mg. Suppose you have here mg. What is the normal reaction? This is normal reaction. Normal reaction, then what will come here? Mg cos theta. I'm talking about this only. N is balanced by mg cos theta here. But here N is balanced by mg. I think it's clear now. Let us go to the question.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Still you have problem, don't worry. Okay, I will do that. Whatever possible, we'll explain to you. Because the concept should be very clear to you. Please make the habit to read the textbook. Take the textbook, start reading. Not only reading just notes or printed notes. Make the habit to read the textbook. Because sometimes what happens, the textbook, the points are 1 or 2, but it gives more information. More information. Okay. Okay. Now I will discuss with the block on block. So initially, there is some difficulty maybe there to understand. Okay, just to follow. Okay, what sometimes whenever difficult topic, what I say, you just watch like watching English movie. You may not understand, no problem. But once the climax comes, final comes, you will understand what is the story. Okay, so that way we take it. But watch. Okay, because many places you will get some turning point. Block on block means I'm not going to much complicated, but this much is sufficient to solve any kind of questions. Okay, with the friction we are doing, with the friction. So, suppose you have one body here, M1, here, M2. Okay, so here the friction you can take it mu1, here you can take the friction mu2. Friction, when I am talking, it is a coefficient of friction. All are understanding, because always friction acts between the surfaces, between these two surfaces, between M1 and other surface. Okay. Now suppose I am going to apply the force F. What is capital F? Applied force. What is small f? Friction. FL, limiting friction. Simply F, friction. Okay. So, whether it is a static or kinetic, you got the idea. When both are moving together, static friction. They move separately,
Kinetic friction.
kinetic friction. Put the concept again and again. Yes. Very useful here now. Now the question is, suppose this F is applied. Just think, just in general you get the idea. Suppose one body placed over another. Okay, simple you take, this is M1. My hand is M1. M1, correct. Okay, below that one surface is there, you assume, no problem. This is M2. This is M2. Now what will happen? Now, okay, these two are separate because I am not detach my hand. Now you assume that now I am going to, somebody is pulling this. Somebody is pulling means what will happen? It will come. Okay, as long as the static friction is there, both will move together. Because no relative motion. No relative motion. Okay, so what is the maximum force up to which they can have? They can have what?
They can be in relative motion.
Same motion, same acceleration. Yes. What is that maximum force?
Static friction.
Please don't repeat static friction. I don't want that.
Limiting friction.
Very good. Limiting friction. Limiting friction. So up to limiting friction, no relative motion. No relative motion means both are moving together. Both are moving together means both are having same acceleration. That's all. The first point is clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
It's not easy. I will repeat, man. Don't worry. Okay. Now, so put in the other way. Suppose there is no friction between M1 and M2. No friction between M1 and M2. Now just pull M1. What happened to M2? You tell me. Just think, man.
Sir, M1 will move forward, M2 will fall down.
Yes. Because no force is acting on M2. Because frictionless. You assume like that. Now, suppose one ice bar, M1 is ice bar, okay, and you are standing. So naturally, between you and the ice surface, no friction almost zero. Somebody pulling the ice bar. What will happen? The ice bar will move, so you will fall down. That only. Then which one helps to move the body M2 along with the M1? Friction. So friction helps to move the body, but friction opposes which one?
The motion.
Sorry.
The force.
Relative motion.
Very good, Maya. Exactly. The friction opposes relative motion. What it does, no, it will allow you to move together. Friction will. Okay. But when you want to separate, the friction opposes it. That only you are going to see here. Yes. I'll try, Ma. I try to explain. Even if it is recorded one more class, I will do that. Huh? Okay. Because 42 minutes. First point. Find limiting friction between two surfaces. Two surfaces means two bodies. Don't take this one, okay? These two. So what is the limiting friction you find out? First point. Second one, use that apply F limiting on a body having only frictional force. Okay, for you I am telling, suppose this is A, this is B. First, what you have to find limiting friction between two surfaces. Between two surfaces, what is the limiting friction? What is the basic formula, ma? What is the basic formula? F equal to mu into N. Okay, so now you find out what is mu, mu2, in this case mu2. What is N? Normal reaction. We'll do that. What is normal reaction? Okay, yesterday also discussed, simple. So first point is this. What is this? F limiting. Second one, what they are telling, apply F limiting on a body having only frictional force and find A max. Which body you tell me? A or B?
M2, B.
M2, B. B, correct, ma, B, Bombay. So A max. Why I written acceleration maximum? Anyone of you can explain?
The acceleration with the two moves together. The two moves together with this maximum acceleration.
Because maximum acceleration is required to fall down of M2.
Because you understand, as long as the static friction is acting, they move together only. It is not necessary up to limiting friction. Even less than limiting friction also, they move together. Point number one. Because this F limiting is nothing but maximum force. Maximum force on M2. Very interesting that. Maximum force on M2. So when the force is maximum, acceleration is maximum. So what is this? F limit, A max, over. This is second point. This is the first point. You see the value don't bother. Understand the theory. Okay. Third one. Now what is the condition? Both are moving together. Both are moving together means the acceleration of M2 is A max. What is the acceleration of M1?
A max.
Less than or equal to A max.
A max. Then what is the force? This is the maximum force F. That's all over. This is the maximum force. This is not a small f, capital F maximum. You are understanding what is the maximum acceleration? A max. Then multiply what is the you are getting? F m. This is the maximum force you can act. Suppose this is coming, for example, 20 Newton. Suppose up to 20 Newton, you are pulling, no? Which one is pulled? M1. Okay, you apply 20 Newton. Up to 20 Newton, both will move together. That's all. Suppose you apply 10 Newton. What will happen? They move together or separate?
They will move together, sir.
Move together.
Only. 5 Newton together. 30 Newton.
They will
They
M2 will
won't
fall
move
down.
They
together.
move separately. Bas. So, what is the result you are getting here? This F greater than 0, less than equal to F max. Tell me what is the result here? What is your conclusion?
So it is static.
They will move together.
Yes,
They will move together.
they move together. Same acceleration, static friction. No, it's not visible. Clear?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is the condition. See, I have not discussed any numerical now. I have explained only the concept. Okay, just you go through this concept. Okay, so first point, find the limiting friction between the two bodies. You know the basic formula. F equal to mu n, n is the mg. Whatever the value you will write. What is the second case? Where this limiting friction you have to apply on the body having only frictional force. Only frictional force. Which body is having only frictional force? M2.
M1.
So what is the maximum acceleration? A max. Because maximum force is acting. No, limiting friction is the maximum force. Second point. Third one, what you are going to do? Use this acceleration on another body. Use A max on another body. Another body you are understanding. Which body?
M1.
M1. That's all. Okay, I am giving one question. Okay, the whatever condition I told, please all of you copy it, please. It's not like regular, you may not get in our regular textbook. It may be coming in competitive exams or in, but I'm telling even for our case, this concept will be more clear. Once you understand this, concept will be more clear to you. Just to copy, if you are copied, then I will go for the question. This is visible.
Sir, copied.
Copied. Okay. I'm giving the question. You try because you may not get time here. 10. Here 5.
Sir, it is not visible fully.
This is visible, ma. This is visible.
Visible, sir.
Sorry, sir. When we open chat box, it is not visible.
Okay. All are able to see?
Yes, sir. Now it's
Yes,
okay.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So 10 kg, 5 kg, here F is applied. Now you have to find out F max. I am giving answer also. It is coming 30 Newton. Okay. Answer is coming 30 Newton.
Sir, value of friction coefficient.
Oh, very good. Without values, how to do? Yes. So this you can take it mu equal to 0.2. Here you take it mu equal to 0. Simple. First a simple case we take. Here no friction between the 10 kg and the surface. Between 5 and 10, 0.2. Okay, now I'm giving one more idea to you. First, F limiting. F in this case you take. Suppose F limiting, what you will do? Mu into N. What is mu? Between two surfaces. What is mu?
0.2.
0.2. Next, what is N? Mg. What is M, you tell me?
5.
5.
5 only. Because, sorry, hello, audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, some disturbance. So here only 5 kg only acting. Wait, how much? 5g. How much normal reaction? 5g. That's why here 5 into 10, G10 suppose. So limiting over. Next, A max. So here F limiting equal to M into A max. What is M here? Which body you will apply this? Body having only frictional force. Here, which body is having only frictional force?
That
5
5 kg.
5
one.
kilograms.
5 kg only. So automatically you apply, you will get A max. Once you get A max, then you apply force on 10 kg. Okay, the answer is this. Okay, to get some feel only I told you. Okay, I may be taking just 1 minute. Almost time is over. I think the other teacher may be waiting. Okay, but what I am telling, let us give the feel to you. Suppose, okay, I'll come to this. 10 kg is pulled. Between 5 and 10, you have friction. So when you are pulling, what will happen? This body will move this side only. But what will happen? Friction will not allow. What the friction does? Friction always opposes the relative motion. Don't use the word motion, please. Up to 8th standard, okay. Friction opposes the motion. But when you come to 11th, little more concept. So when you are pulling 10 kg, the friction will not allow 5 kg to move this side. When it is moving this side, you have relative motion. So relative motion will not be there because friction will not allow. Because friction acts between the 5 and 10. That's why this 10 kg, the friction will try to move the 5 kg this side only. Let us get the feel, ma. 5 kg here. So where the limiting friction act on 5 kg, left or right?
Left.
I
Right.
am repeating. Suppose, see, very simple, ma. When 10 kg is pulled here, suppose no friction between that. When 10 kg is pulled, automatically what will happen? It will, after that, it will fall down in general. But here you have the friction. When you are pulling also, it will try to move this side. But because of friction, what will happen? It will not be allowed to move this side. Because they move together, no? How long they move together? Up to F max.
Limiting.
F max. So they move together. So because here what is force acting? Limiting friction. Which side? Right side.
Right side.
Okay. Now in this case, what will happen? Here, how many forces acting on 10 kg in this example? How many forces acting?
Gravitational, normal, and force.
Okay, normal, that is balanced, leave it. So this F will be
And force applied.
acting. Another one,
So mass of that 5
5
kg.
oh, the total
Normal.
friction. You tell me between 10 kg and this surface, what is friction?
0.
0.
So here the friction equal to 0. But 5 kg and 10 kg, you have friction.
Yes, sir.
What is that friction?
0.2.
Static friction.
Limiting friction. Limiting friction. So that will act here. That's all. So F is acting here. F limiting is acting here. Then you can find out the acceleration. When you will find out the acceleration, you have the force value. Net force equal to mass into acceleration. That's all. I think I have to discuss some questions. Now the time is almost over. It's not so easy concept. Okay, you go through and take this, and any other question you may not get in the textbook, but any competitive exam you see, definitely 1 or 2 questions you will get every year. So take those questions and try yourself. Okay, one more class I will try to take, and by the time if you have any other doubts in this chapter, please send me so that I can, most probably tomorrow I will finish that class. Okay, is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, okay.
Thank you,
so-
sir. Thank you.
Thank you,
okay,
sir.
all the very best. Okay, Mata.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, first recording stop.